Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. What happens when a glamorous charity gala, a collapsing family matriarch, and an undercover cop all collide on the same night? Yeah, that's exactly the kind of chaos brewing in Fairmont Crest. Inside the Dupree mansion, Kat Richardson rushes to help Anita Dupree after a frightening health scare. But Anita may be hiding a secret far more dangerous than her illness. Meanwhile, across the city, Detective Joey Armstrong prepares to go undercover at a high society gala that could expose a massive money laundering scheme tied to Fairmont Crest's most powerful families. The massive Dupree mansion, a place normally buzzing that laughter, arguments, and the occasional dramatic family showdown, had fallen into a strange and uneasy quiet. Outside, the perfectly trimmed hedges moved gently in the warm Maryland breeze, giving the illusion that everything was peaceful. But inside those elegant walls, tension was building fast. Kat Richardson was kneeling beside the living room sofa, her face tight with worry. Anita Dupree, the graceful, powerful matriarch everyone in Fairmont Crest respected, was lying back against the cushions, looking unusually weak. One hand rested against her chest as if she was trying to steady her breathing. Anita, stay with me, Kat said gently, brushing a few strands of silver hair away from Anita's forehead. You pushed yourself too hard again. The doctor told you to slow down. Anita slowly opened her eyes. Even pale and exhausted, she still carried the kind of natural elegance that made people listen the moment she entered a room. I'm fine, Kat, Anita murmured quietly. Just a little dizzy spell. Kat didn't buy that explanation for a second. She had seen Anita handle far worse situations without even blinking. Scandals, family lights, public pressure, but something about this moment felt different. You are not fine, Kat insisted. I'm calling Dr. Mehta. Suddenly, Anita grabbed Kat's wrist with surprising strength. No, she said firmly, not yet. Kat froze immediately. Anita was not the kind of woman who made quiet requests. If she was asking for time, something serious was going on. Please, Anita added more softly. Just give me a moment. Kat studied her carefully. Whatever Anita was hiding, it clearly wasn't just dizziness. Meanwhile, across town at the sleek glass headquarters of the Fairmont Police Department, Detective Joey Armstrong leaned against a desk reading a confidential file with a deeply skeptical expression. Detective Lena Morales stood nearby with her arms crossed. You have got to be kidding me, Joey muttered while flipping through the pages. I wish I was, Lena replied. Joey shook his head slowly. They want me to go undercover at a hospital charity gala? Lena sighed. It's not just a fancy dinner, Joey. Half the most powerful people in the city will be there. And some of them are the same people we believed are laundering money through that medical charity. Joey let out a long breath. Undercover work wasn't new to him, but this assignment felt different. The investigation kept pointing toward names he recognized, families that had shaped the entire Fairmont Crest community. Names like the Duprees. You sure this information is solid? Joey asked. Lena nodded immediately. Federal Task Force confirmed it this morning. Joey slowly closed the file. All right, he said. So what exactly am supposed to do? He will be posing as private security hired for the gala. Lena explained. Just observe, listen, and see if anyone gets careless. Joey chuckled dryly. Yeah, because rich people drinking champagne are always careful about what they say. At the same time, over at Fairmont Crest Medical Center, Jacob Hawthorne rushed down the hallway so fast he nearly ran into a nurse pushing a supply cart. Sorry, he called out quickly without even slowing down. Jacob wasn't usually the type to panic, but today something felt wrong. His phone buzzed again in his hand. When he glanced at the screen, his stomach dropped. Three missed calls, all from Kat, and when Kat called multiple times in a row, it usually meant trouble. Jacob burst into the administrative office where Dr. Mehta stood reviewing patient charts. Dr. Mehta, he said, slightly out of breath, have you heard from Kat? She looked up with surprise. No, why? Jacob hesitated. She's been calling me non-stop, he explained. And when Kat starts panicking, something serious is happening. Dr. Mehta's expression immediately changed. Anita, she said quietly. Back at the Dupree's mansion, Kat had finally convinced Anita to take a few sips of water. The older woman was sitting upright now, though she still looked fragile. You're scaring me, Kat admitted. Anita stared toward the window, but the last light of the evening was fading into long shadows. There's something I've been keeping from the family, she said slowly. Kat blinked in surprise. This was the last thing she expected to hear. What kind of secret? Kat asked cautiously. Anita looked directly into her eyes. The kind that could destroy everything we have built. Kat's heart started racing. Anita? Before she could say another word, the front doors flew open. Jacob rushed into the living room, his tie loosened and his expression full of concern. Kat? What happened? Kat stood up quickly. She almost collapsed. Kat explained. I wanted to call a doctor, but I'm the doctor, Jacob said, already kneeling beside Anita to check her pulse. Anita gave him a faint smile. You always did have a flair for dramatic entrances. Jacob ignored the joke completely as he focused on examining her. Your pulse is irregular, he said seriously. How long has this been happening? Just today, Anita answered calmly. Kat crossed her arms immediately. That's not true. Anita shot her a warning look. Jacob noticed the tension right away. What is she not telling me? He asked. The air in the room suddenly felt heavier. Meanwhile, across the city, Joey stood in front of a mirror adjusting the cuff of his tuxedo. The suit looked expensive and polished, very different from the clothes he normally wore. Lena leaned casually against the doorway. Relaxed, she teased. You clean up pretty well. Joey smirked slightly. That's not the issue. What is? He turned toward her. Half the people attending this gala grew up around me. Joe said, if something goes wrong tonight, it's not just a case anymore. It's personal. Lena stepped closer. That's exactly why you're the right person for the job. Joey picked up the invitation envelope from the table. The gold lettering shimmered under the light. Fairmont Crest Medical Foundation Annual Gala, hosted by Dupree family. Joey let out a slow breath. Well, he muttered, let's just hope tonight doesn't blow up the entire city. Back at the mansion, Jacob had finished checking Anita's blood pressure, and his expression was clearly worried. You need medical tests, he said firmly. I don't have time for that, Anita replied. Jacob looked at her with frustration. You always say that. One day is going to catch up with you. Kat folded her arms. That day might actually be today. Anita sighed. You two sound like a married couple. Neither of them laughed. Finally, Anita leaned back into the couch. Fine, she said reluctantly. Run your tests. Jacob nodded, relieved. But Kat noticed something strange. Even as Anita agreed, her eyes drifted toward the hallway, toward the office where Anita kept decades of locked family records. Kat had known Anita long enough to recognize that look. Whatever Anita was hiding, It wasn't just about her health. Back at the police station, Lena watched Joey heading toward the exit. Hey, she called. Joey turned. Yeah? Be careful, she said. People with money and secrets can be very dangerous. Joey gave a crooked smile. Good thing I've been dealing with both my entire life. He pushed open the doors and stepped out into the night. Across Fairmont Crest, city lights began glowing one by one. The gala would start in 2 hours, and behind every elegant smile that night, a secret was waiting to come out. If Joey's investigation exposes corruption during the gala, while Anita's hidden secret surfaces, it could shake the most powerful families in Fairmont Crest and trigger a chain reaction of scandals. Honestly, this situation feels like a ticking time bomb. When health scares, hidden family secrets, and undercover investigations collide, something huge is bound to explode. So, what do you think? What secret is Anita hiding? And will Joey uncover something dangerous at the gala tonight? Drop your theories in the comments. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more dramatic story breakdowns.